the Weapons Collective Edge.
Welcome to the Weapons Collective Edge. Today we're going to review a AF archery bow. It is a Han bow, or it looks like a horse bow. Comes in a nice case to put it in to keep it clean, keep it a little more dust free. It has a 40-pound draw. You can see right here it says 40-pound draw. There's the bow. Ends are made of ash. This is fiberglass covered with some leather. It's a nice handguard stitched onto it. Like I said, this is a shape of a horse bow. They're a little more difficult to string. I would definitely recommend possibly a stringer. Method I use does work, but it can be a little tricky with these kind of bows. They have a tendency to spring back in the direction you don't want sometimes, but overall it's achievable. Get it here ready to string. I'll string it up for you. You see the shape of it. They're a little bit more difficult to string than other types of bows. They're not like your standard recurve. A little more on the difficult side. It is all strung up. So I shoot this thumb ring style. Means you put the arrow on the right hand side of the bow, and I use a thumb ring. This one's a brass thumb ring. Style of shooting. Comes in through here, kind of hooks on that ledge right there, hooks inside there as your other thumb holds it, and you're ready, it lets go. You just rest it on your hand, pull back, release. Nice feature with this is you can use a thing called katra. Katra is, or when you release, the bow kind of rotates out. If you put the right pressure on the handle, it'll rotate out. I'll try to simulate it. I don't shoot well with that yet. I'm still practicing it. I kind of put some extra tension on it. See how the bow flings out? What that creates is that the arrow doesn't end up hitting the side of the bow, which it doesn't create that archer's paradox, which is it hits the bow, comes around it, and then curves back into target. This way it doesn't actually ever hit it. The other nice feature is it doesn't usually hit your hand. So when the feathers come across, it doesn't tend to rake across your fingers. So again, full draw, and there it is. The nice feature also with these kind of bows is they've got pretty much not a lot of shock. You can still hear them a little bit, but because things don't usually rattle and hit anything, there's a little less noise. There's a little bit of vibration. That just depends on the shape of this. Again, this bow is from AF Archery, but there's another YouTube channel his name is Armin Hirmer. Armin Hirmer. But he got me into this. I saw his review on a AF archery bow, and I said, yep, I've got to have one of those. So I really enjoy mine. This is price ranged under $100. There's bows all the way up to thousands of dollars, but in this case, This particular type of bow, you can definitely get under 100. You can get a couple steps up and get it to 150, maybe $200, and still have an excellent bow at a good price range. But, it's got a good feel to it. And if you get used to a thumb ring, they're an excellent shooter. It's not to say that you can't shoot on the other side. You come in here with a Mediterranean grip, shoot exactly the same way. But it just it's made for more of that horse bow type draw with a thumb ring, and I really prefer that method. I'm trying to get better and better at it. It's definitely something to get used to knowing how to do. But once you get used to it, I think you'll enjoy it. But if you like this video, please subscribe, and I will put a link up to AF Archery for a bow very similar to this. I'm not sure if I found the exact one, but it is a Han bow, and that's the one that I'm going to put a link to. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you later.